Welcome in everybody to Fantasy Pros. This is the Waiver Wire live stream. It is me, Joey P. Joe P. Zapia. With me, of course, is my boy. He did not choose Hennessy. He's Derek Brown, D-Bro, the king of bros, and he's cracking open some sort of energy drink, I imagine.
No, it's a flavored water, dude. It's a flavored water.
Oh, a flavored water. Very healthy of you. It's nice to see you hydrating properly for a change. And we are hydrated and ready to go here today. Help you with your waiver wire questions. Drop your questions below. Remember, Super Chat, you go to the front of the line. At some point, there'll be too many of you, and we might have to cut it off, and we'll let you know when that is. But again, Super Chats, drop them in. You'll go to the front of the line, get your question answered first. And don't forget, when you drop your question and, of course, subscribe to the channel, you could win this, a new card. No, it's a TrophySmack wall smack. Ooh. That's right. Look at this. Cool stuff there. Again, how do you win it from TrophySmack, the #1 destination for epic fantasy football trophies, belts, loser awards, you name it, they've got it there. You drop your comments, you subscribe to the channel, you like this video, and that's about it. Oh, yeah, ring the bell till it goes ding, so you never miss a piece of content on this glorious Fantasy Pros channel. All right, D-Bro, lots to talk about here. A lot of guys in terms of waiver wire to discuss, too. At the top, too, I just want to reiterate one thing, and I want to get your take on it.
Oh, all right.
We're going to be watching here over the next couple hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever. I know we were talking on the Waiver Wire show about Hassan, Haskins and Kimani Vidal. So Vidal has been elevated from the practice squad twice. They can do it one more time, but they haven't added him to the roster. If they don't add him to the roster again, is that an indication that Hassan Haskins is really the guy to make sure that you are getting this week or for the next couple of weeks?
I think so. Now, the Chargers probably do this like later in the week once we get practice reports, and it's probably like a Friday thing or something. But yeah, I mean, you're right, Joey. Like, we're trying to like read the tea leaves of how this backfield could work out. I think, we talked about this in the Waiver Wire show, and then the news dropped about Hampton like after the fact, but we kind of covered it pretty well. Like, I think it's going to be a mess. I think both the guys get run, and really, it's one of those hot hand situations where whoever's playing better is probably going to get the run. Now, just with the name Kimani Vidal and all of the hype and hope that people, including myself, had last year, he's probably going to be the guy. So, like, you're not going to be able to sneak like him through waivers because people are going to be spending more on him than Haskins. So Haskins is probably the value here, and I think he gets the first crack at the job.
There's been some rumblings, by the way, in the area I live here, in the tri-state area, about Breece Hall getting dealt. So just stay tuned on that. Really? And Isaiah Davis. Yeah, and the Chargers might be one of the teams interested, apparently. So,
interesting.
Very interesting. So look at us sharing all this amazing information. That's why you're hanging out with us. All right, let's start with Malik's question here. Trade Emeka and Judkins for Puka. I already have Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Bill, AK. Oh, so you got a lot of running backs. You know what? It's a lot, but I understand it. I'm good with it. Personally, I would like to wait for the buys, but again, it's fine. But
do it.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, totally.
I just bet it yesterday, by the way.
Offensive? Yeah. What odds
plus
did you get on that, by the way? Okay. I was going to say, he's got to be the favorite, right?
He is the favorite right now, and I don't think it's going to be plus much longer. So just putting that out there. Let's go to Pedro, a good friend. 10-team PPR, 1-4, Hurts, Acham, Judkins. This is the squad here. So Broncos or Rams defense, do you want to play this week? Or pick up the Eagles on waivers?
I'm trying to think of who the Broncos are playing. They're playing
Broncos this week. I can tell you.
They're playing the Jets. Yes. So I'm going with the Broncos because, I mean, dude, they're going to shut down that offense. They're going to shadow Garrett Wilson. They're going to load up to stop the run, and it's going to be a rough day for Justin Fields and company. Outside of Mason Taylor. Still high on Mason Taylor.
Michael Diaz. Good afternoon. Full PPR. Haskins or Rachaad White. I would want to play White.
Yeah.
So, and would you? Who should I drop to keep rest of season? So Hampton. Well, Hampton, you should be able to move to IR. So that's
Hampton, you should move to IR. Or, I mean, I'm not against you dropping him, dude. Like, the reports are buried on him. Like, he's on the IR right now. So the 4 games and stuff. But there's a possibility that for minimum, there's a possibility that he also has an underlying fracture and he could be out way longer than that. Or
I saw that.
Ending. So
that's why I think the Breece Hall rumor mill started up here, because I think
and Breece would be fantastic for them because he's a free agent after the end of the year. So you're not beholden to making that a messy situation walking into 2026. That'd be fantastic.
Jets could get a 5th round pick. That works. 4th
Yeah.
round pick, something like that, maybe. We'll see.
Yes.
Let's see. But again,
Can they get
Isaiah
an
Davis.
offensive lineman thrown in there too?
I don't know. It would help. Isaiah Davis will, but in deeper leagues, you might want to add him just in case. I can't believe we saw Joe Flacco traded. That's the thing I couldn't believe today.
Oh, geez, dude. And it's not going to be any better. Actually, it's going to be worse for Flacco in Cincinnati because even
that offensive line is terrible.
Oh, the offensive line and all the easy button things that Stefanski does with that offense, play action, motion, those ain't happening in Cincinnati, brother.
Yeah, but you know what? Chase and Higgins get go balls, and that's fun, and I want to see that. As long as he can get 5 seconds to throw it. Eric Hansen, first question here. Tight end have Henry and Strange. Keep him or go Theo or Ingram. I'm fine with Henry's the guy that I want, but I would drop Strange for Theo. How about you?
Yeah. I mean, with the news of last night, he went out with a hip injury. So I mean, if he misses any time, I think it's a close competition anyway. But now
even if
injury,
he doesn't,
definitely.
Even if tight end in the second league have Juwan and Taylor. Get Njoku, Theo, or Strange. I would want Theo over Juwan. I want Theo and Taylor.
Yeah, that's fine.
Especially
I'm
this
fine with
week
that.
coming up against
with Foster and Taysom Hill back, and Taysom Hill probably ramps up and plays a few more snaps this week. I'm fine with that.
And then Ridley, keep Ridley or get Slayton or Hunter. I would want Hunter over Ridley.
I want Slayton.
I'm just worried about that hamstring.
I'm worried about the hamstring, but the back in his schedule after these rough games in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, the stretch run schedule is very nice for Darius Slayton.
Yusuf, I get Nico for Rome. Yes or no?
Rome. I want Rome.
You want Rome over Nico? I'm not there.
Dude, have we seen the Houston Texans offense even versus the Ravens?
I still want Nico. I like Rome, but now I'm not quite there yet.
I'm more I think Rome gets the volume is more consistent. So
fair enough. PPR, drop Tootin, Franklin, or Downs for Haskins, Jennings, or Ingram. What's the move? And then start Ridley or Pearsall. You're starting Pearsall if he's playing. And then Drake May over Kyler against New Orleans. That's easy. I'm letting Derek think about that first question. I'll answer the other ones. Henderson over Spears for now, unless we get some kind of weird thing. And then Wan'Dale, Mooney, or Golden. Probably Wan'Dale, I think. But I'm open to suggestions there. I don't love.
I'll go with Mooney on that one just because I think if you
love Mooney.
Well, it's the target volume. If he comes back from the bye and he's healthier, then I think it's Mooney there.
What about that first one? Are you dropping Tootin, Franklin, or Downs for any of those guys? I mean, I would drop Downs for Haskins.
I would drop if you need a playable guy with upside and stuff like that. If you want the pure handcuff stuff, keep Tootin. But I would drop Tootin, and who was the other? It was Franklin, and who was the third option?
Downs.
I would be fine with dropping Downs for Haskins and the receiving option that was in there.
Okay. Let's go to Abel. Hey, y'all. Howdy. I'm 2-3. My roster is not great. At least you're honest. I'm strongly considering trading Josh Allen for Saquon in London. Stream QB's rest of season. Stafford, Penix, Stroud. Yeah. Why not? Let's
do
go.
that. Done. I mean,
Penix has already passed his bye. So
Stafford has been crushing it, and he's going to go absolutely ridiculous this week. You got to get the Ravens, dude.
I would do that. I would do that. Stream QBs.
Done.
Drop the lowest guy in your roster. Pick up Penix and Stafford. Done. Abel. Done. Let's move on. All right. Let's go to what do we have here? Nathan's question. Half PPR trade Ladd for Diggs. You want to do that? I do.
I
want Diggs.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want Diggs. His market share in that offense has been awesome. Awesome.
Sure has. I'm still on a high from Sunday night. Just so good.
I could tell. I was like, I could feel you buzzing with Patriot vibes.
And I'm wearing my
just
favorite shirt today. My Doc Holiday.
Did you get the Jerry shirt yet? Did you
Still
get it?
Waiting. If I had the Jerry shirt, don't you think I would be wearing it today on this show with you? Don't you think I'd be wearing that shirt?
Fair. I didn't know if you're saving in the chamber for later.
See, what happened is he ordered it, but he ended up he bought it from Temu. Stupid son of a bitch. He didn't even understand where he should be ordering it from. I told him it's made in the USA. That's what you got to do. You got to get one of them t-shirts. That way it gets here faster.
I'm checking tracking right now.
Checking the tracking. I'm sure it's due during the show. Let's go
on the road. On the road. It says on the road. It has not been delivered, but it is on the way. So tomorrow, I think. If I'm reading this right.
It's like in South Park when George R.R. Martin keeps telling them the pizzas are on the way. It's like that. Bros, half PPR. Someone dropped Stevenson during the game. I have Henderson. Should I prioritize him and how much FAAB? I have Haskins and Davis still on the waiver wire.
I'm not prioritizing him, but I
I'm
think
not
you should pick him
prioritized. I
up.
still would, as of right now, pending any trades or moves, I would want Haskins over Stevenson because I still think Henderson's the guy long term that wins out. I still
Well, and
think
I think
I'm just not
Stevenson's
gonna
just
not gonna
another
die on that hill.
fumble away from just going straight in the doghouse and never coming back out. I
Swear
mean,
to God, like 20 or 30 more times. That's it, and then it's over. Nathan Malone, full PPR, looking to upgrade at RB. Herbert, Dak. Then you got Irving, Javante, Pollard, Henderson. Wide receivers are Lamb, Ibuka, Flowers, Keenan. Tight ends are McBride and Kraft. I would roll with Kraft rest of season now. Past is by. Trade McBride to help you with your running backs. I think you can get a decent RB for McBride. That's my plan. What do you think?
I'm fine with that. Or, I mean, with all these quarterback injuries and underperformance, go put Herbert and Dak on the block and see if you could do like Herbert and Dak with Kraft and keep McBride. Either one of those.
I think that's getting cute.
Whichever way you're going to get the best return.
Yeah, you do have quarterback to move. Herbert is definitely a guy I would think to move now with the offensive line.
Because Kyler's playing terrible. He is absolutely handcuffing McBride's production. It sucks.
God. Don't get me started on the Cardinals. Ghostly, 10 full PPR. Question is, who would you drop for waivers and who to pick up? So, again, right now looking at this roster, it's very difficult if I don't know who's on your waiver wire.
Yeah,
but
I don't know who's on your
I
waiver
will
wire.
say this. Let's just play around with the names that are out there. A.O. Manor, Henderson, I'm not dropping. Spears, I'm not dropping. Tootin, I'm not dropping. Rice and BTJ, I'm not dropping. So really, A.O. Manor is the one guy. Would you drop A.O. Manor for Michael Carter? I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
Would you drop A.O. Manor for Kenneth Gainwell? I think the answer is yes. Would you drop him for Mason Taylor, Haskins? I think so. And that's
Spears is a cut candidate here too. Like I don't have any interest in Tajay Spears. Like, has Tony Pollard been crushing it for us as the clear workhorse? Then why are people so enamored with Tajay Spears? I feel like we're living in 2 years ago.
I think Spears is expendable depending on what's out there. Can you do a list of waiver wire players? Example, AO or Tootin. So who would you rather have, AO Manor or Tootin?
I mean, it depends on, do you need a flex versus do you need a high end handcuff? So it's roster dependent. I mean, in a vacuum, in a vacuum, just pure upside, Tootin, but depends.
Here's what you do, Ghostly. You go to Waiver Central and you get some help there. Use the tools. Don't be a tool. So check out Waiver Central right now, Fantasy Pros app. Go to Waiver Central over at fantasypros.com/Waiver Central, and you'll get team-specific expert waiver wire advice on who to add and drop in your league. That's how you do it. So again, we're here to help you, but again, we can't see your league, what's on the waiver wire, and what your roster always looks like. So let us help you. Again, it's free. What do you have to lose? Nothing.
It is
except
so
your league.
Slick,
except your league. That's all you have to lose. You want to lose your league? I hope not.
I hope not. Dude, the Waiver Central is so slick. Like the presentation,
it's very good.
It makes it so easy. Like whether you have one league or 10 leagues, it makes it ridiculously easy. Like you have this like heavy lift of waivers for all these leagues. Oh, it's not with Waiver Central.
Yeah, it's so easy. Derek can do it.
Let's
go to Awesome Dev.
I'm such a boomer.
Hi, bros. Who do I drop for JCM and how much FAAB? You're gonna have to spend a lot.
You're gonna spend a lot now.
Charbonnet is the guy that I want to drop out of this grouping.
Yes, and I mean, what does it start? 50%?
At least. I mean, look, nobody's got more rushing yards than that team right now, right? Am I correct in saying that? Aren't they?
I have to look it up. But my big takeaway after last week is Season of Bill is back on, Joe.
Oh, Bill Season is definitely back on. And I was pissed that I didn't get him on the waiver wire this past week either because I can't believe someone dropped him. I could not believe
I could not believe that happened.
Couldn't you just call me and make a trade? I forget who it was, too.
Couldn't believe it. Yeah, I couldn't believe
it. It wasn't Andy, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No, it was Scott. It was Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Because he drafted him in August 3rd. I was like, you're a genius. I can't believe you drafted this guy August 3rd. He was barely on my radar.
I think it's because he needed a quarterback, though. Like, his team he had injuries and stuff, but still.
Yeah, join the club. All right, Constance Morning, bros.
You got more IR players than you do to start.
Hamptons outrank these guys rest of season. Dowdle, Merritt, Pacheco, Hunt. I have Jonathan Taylor, Brashard Smith, and Henderson. Okay, so you're not destitute. Rest of season, I would say Merritt. I would say Pacheco. I would say Dowdle, Hunt.
I would say Merritt, Dowdle, Hunt, Pacheco.
Pacheco's still got all the line. I know he can get the touchdowns, but
he didn't get the touchdowns, though. He didn't get the goal line stuff. He got
here's a question from Kevin. Where are we at with Brashard Smith? We're at the same place we were yesterday, which is he needs more opportunities.
He needs more opportunities.
Pierre is back. Our friend Pierre. Chase Brown and Jamar expectations with Flacco improved, I think. Look, you say what you want about Joe Flacco. We can make all the jokes we want. Joe Flacco has been in the league for 20 years. Like, he knows what he's doing. Like, is the offensive line terrible? Yes. Is it going to automatically be great? Of course not. But it's better than Jake Browning. And I think that also tells you that the Cincinnati Bengals know that, like, this is it right now. Like, we got to find a way. And what can you do? It's hard to be a quarterback and step into a new playbook in a week. So that's going to be fascinating to watch.
This is Zach Taylor worried about his job. That's what that is.
You know who's going to be the next coach of the Cincinnati Bengals? Joe Brady, offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills.
Good call. You got
Time
the
stamp
Burrow
this
connection and
sumbitch.
Chase connection.
Time stamp this sumbitch right here. It is
that is
3:17 in the afternoon
call
on the 7th of October.
Oh my gosh, that's a good call. I would actually have optimism for the Cincinnati Bengals moving forward in spite of their owner.
Look, they played hard for Zach Taylor under a lot of bad circumstances, but the personnel department needs to go too. This is a complete flush.
No, dude, gut the entire front office. Whoever's making the shots or calling the shots there is just swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss. They've got nothing out of their last.
How do you win?
Nothing.
You win on the lines. You win in the trenches, and you work your way out.
And they have no talent there. None.
Nope. Nope. Yusuf. Good to see Yusuf back. BTJ Charbot for JK and Addison. Which side do you want? I want the BTJ side. He's still the best player in the deal. And last night was a little encouraging at the end of that game. Like, I felt like he got going a little bit.
If you need, like, if this is one of those teams like where you're really hurting for starting caliber players, I'll take the JK side. Stable RB2, Addison's a wide receiver 3 with wide receiver 2 Nick Weeks.
And everyone's gonna make jokes too. Don't be surprised when Carson Wentz keeps playing, even when JJ McCarthy's healthy. This team is gonna want if they are in the playoff hunt, I don't think they're going to hand the reins off to the kid. I just don't think they're going to.
Yeah, I disagree with you about that. So what I will say is I don't think the KOC is going to put him in a bad spot considering how bad and destitute that offensive line is. That offensive line was supposedly going to be a strength, and they're horrible. Horrible.
Fields, Jones, or Nix? What's your ranking for them this week?
So this week it's Daniel Jones, Bo Nix, and Fields, but rest of season I want it in this order. Nix is not playing good football right now. He is not quite terribly bad.
You know what? There was something all year last year that kept screaming to me. You know what? You're not wrong about Bo Nix, Joe. Just wait it out,
dude. It's made me feel like I was like, oh, maybe my prospect eval and being out on him was right.
I think
I was just early. I don't know.
Everybody got more tape on him and realized like, oh, it's not that great.
He's playing terrible this
stop
year.
Him. He is. Another full PPR. Here we go. Who to target and drop. So, again, on the waiver wire, JCM, Carter, Rhamondre, and Haskins. JCM, Carter, Haskins, Rhamondre would be my order right now. Because, again, there's a chance Haskins could just be the guy.
Same.
In terms of who to drop, well, Bucky should go to the IR. You can't drop Mason. He's on a bye. Rachaad White, you're not dropping. And Chuba's on the IR. Now, if you don't have a lot of IR spots and you have 4 RB max, you're SOL here. So, basically, you can't drop Bucky. I'm not dropping. I mean, would you drop Mason for JCM? Like, I can understand that one.
I would drop Rachaad. I mean, and that's Rachaad White. I would drop him because when Bucky comes back, right?
Yeah, but Bucky, that's another one too. Like, I just don't know when that is. I guess Rachaad White over JCM, I'm good with too.
Yeah.
And Dowdle, that's a tricky one too because when Chuba comes back, that's just an easy drop in that kind of format. But
yeah.
Holding like 4 running backs is crazy. Teddy Roosevelt.
Dev, you got to get out of these max leagues with
stop
players.
Playing with goofballs.
They're just rough, Dev.
Let's go to early trade. Carter, Ferguson, or Hunter Henry, JSM. I want JC.
I want the Bill side. Yeah.
Bill side. Yay, everybody loves the Bill side. Gabriel, RJ Harvey, a drop for Haskins or Michael Carter. Michael Carter, yes. Haskins.
Michael Carter, Haskins, no. Haskins, no.
Haskins
he easily might not be the guy.
He might not be, but
he might not be.
Is.
I know, but what if he?
I'm not saying people should go crazy on Haskins, but it's not like Haskins wasn't Harbaugh's guy in Michigan for a couple of years.
Yeah, if Haskins was a more talented player, then I would feel better about it. He just hasn't been great in the NFL.
I liked Haskins in college. I watched a lot of Michigan games. He did not have a good combine, and I think ever since, like, just the NFL just ignored him because of it, and I think that's kind of crappy.
Fair.
So.
A lot of those guys that happens to. Sucks.
Yeah. But that's the truth. Like as a player, he was a good player. He showed up
Bill's
in
the
big
same
games,
way.
games against Ohio
He got
State.
screwed over by NCAA, and then like they were just like, oh, nothing.
Just a bad combine.
Doesn't matter. Just rough.
Zebzy, I got Field Stafford. The question is, what move can I make? I'm 1-4. RIP to Malik Neighbors. There you go. What move can we make here? Wide receivers are Rome, Ladd, Worthy, Devonta Smith, and Godwin. I think the problem is outside of Rome, you don't have an alpha dog wide receiver. And then looking at the running backs here, again, this is not great. Like this is a team where you should not have two quarterbacks. Like you need to pick one and move on. I would trade one of these quarterbacks right now. There's buys, there's people looking for help. And I think you need to move up a level at wide receiver by using Worthy or Ladd to get somebody else. This is a team that I would want to like
Consolidate.
you're 1-4. It's
I got
consolidation. I want to honestly, if you could trade Devonta Smith and Stafford and go get AJ Brown right now, I would do that this week against the Giants.
So my two moves are consolidate Ladd and Devonta, go tier up at wide receiver or running back, and do the same thing with Derrick Henry and where was the other player that I'm looking
Well,
or Michael Carter. Or Michael Carter, and go get yourself two high-end pieces, and that's how use the two RBs to go get a wide receiver, use the two wide receivers to go get a running back.
That's right. That's how you do it. My Sutton for Tyler Warren. I already have Amon Ra, Nico, and T-Mac. My tight ends are Juwanna and Joku. That's a significant upgrade. I think that's good.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
I also have Chase Brown and
Kamara, I'm guessing.
Kamara. What RB would you trade for or just hold? Running backs to trade for, again, it's kind of tricky. There's not a lot of excess running backs.
Right now. With all these injuries, there's not a lot of people. People are not going to trade the running backs unless you're.
You could have Chase Brown for a song, right? Like that wasn't one of the guys he was trying to get rid of, right? Was he? I don't remember now.
Yeah.
Did he have Chase Brown on the roster?
Had Chase Brown and Kamara.
All right. So if you have Chase Brown and Kamara, then running backs you could trade for. I don't know. Maybe you can go get Scattaboo. Maybe you can get
that's a good call.
DeAndre Swift on the cheap right now.
Kamara and a plus for Scattaboo. I would do that.
Yep. Maybe. I don't know. That's tricky though. All right, let's go to Paul's question here. Full PPR, 10-team league. I have Baker, Kyron, KW3, and who do I trade in for who? Guys, I love you all, but these vacuum questions are nearly impossible for us.
They're impossible because I don't know what the other constitution.
So what we're gonna do,
so
what we're gonna do is evaluate the roster and tell you where it's good and where it's bad. You have Gibbs, that's great. You have London, that's terrific. Right now, looking at it, Baker's going to be good for you. You have running back depth. You have a tight end that we like in Hunter Henry here. Like, there's a lot of good stuff here. Ladd hasn't played well. That's the problem. Nick Chubb is an extraneous piece. Swift is an extraneous piece. Like, I don't want any of those pieces. So, again, what you don't have is that hammer guy right now in this roster, really, unless Drake London turns into that besides Gibbs. All you have is Gibbs for that. Now you get London back from the bye. I kind of stand pat with this roster, but I don't think you need to hold Hunter Henry and TJ Hawkinson. I would make a move that way too. In a 10-team league, Hawkinson can go right now. There's plenty of tight ends on the waiver wire. I would be looking to add guys off the waiver wire for Hawkinson. How about you?
Yeah, I would be not worried about Hawkinson. I think like the other thing about a 10-team league is you're probably never starting Baker over Maye. So you use Baker to go after a quarterback needy team.
Yeah, that's another. Well, but again, 10-team league, it's easy to find 10 QBs.
Well, I know, look, but quarterback.
Paul, here's the lesson.
There's a team that doesn't have Lamar right now.
10-team leagues, you should never have two tight ends and two quarterbacks.
No,
period.
Yes.
That's the big lesson here. That's your $4.99
positions.
Lesson.
You pay up for the elites. That's what you do in the draft.
Nicky boy, let's go. Dowdle, good moving forward if Hubbard is out. What do you think? You're the Dowdle whisperer.
I mean, dude, you take whatever you thought about Chuba Hubbard as a stable RB2 and you bump up the weekly projection just a little bit. Chuba Hubbard has been horrible this year. I don't think everybody realizes he has 53 carries this year. Here's the number of explosive runs. Boom. Here's the number of missed tackles Chuba Hubbard has this year. Boom. Goose eggs. So I think Rico is going to factor into this backfield more moving forward, even when Hubbard is healthy.
All right. Yeah, the Commanders, I was right. 782 rushing yards, leading the league in rushing yards. Fun fact. And that was without Jaden Daniels for a couple weeks.
And now if we get all of that going straight through Bill, baby.
Yeah.
Season of Bill.
I traded Diggs, Keenan Allen, Chase Brown for Jamar Chase last week. Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Chase Brown. You went all in, but that's kind of interesting. Well, you know what? Now it looks better now.
I mean, I don't hate it, Nick. It's a lot, though. It's a lot.
Nathan, drop Slayton for Downs or Mooney. Mooney, I think maybe. He's already had his bye,
if you need to start this week, it's Downs for me, but yeah.
Drop Spears for Ollie Gordon. No, they just refuse to give Ollie Gordon the touches in his offense. I
wouldn't do that. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Another league dropped Slayton for Rashee, Burden, Jaden Higgins, or Ridley.
I'm holding them over those options.
I would drop them for Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of the same thing. It's just one guy's healthy or not.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Spencer Rattler hasn't been all that bad this year. He hasn't been great. But he hasn't been nearly as bad.
No, but he's not that good.
He's not been as bad as everybody.
He's exactly what creates purgatory, team purgatory and limbo.
Be honest. Did you think he would be the first quarterback off the island to get replaced this year? I think a lot of us would have said that.
I did, considering this team was stupid enough to invest a second-round pick in Tyler Shuck, but it hasn't been the case. The dumb keep dumbing.
He's not the first or the second guy to be replaced. But you know who's next? Geno Smith.
Yes. Yeah.
Thoughts on this trade for my QJ for his Judkins? I think that's fair.
That's fair.
Genty, ATN, and Dowdle. This is a good trade.
Except for the fact that your wide receiver room is going to be buns after you get rid of QJ.
Jay says
Judy Godwin. Woof.
Yeah, that's not good.
I wouldn't do that. I would. You don't have enough wide receiver depth. You're capsizing your wide receiver room. Like Tucker,
yeah, I guess the question
Godwin,
is
none
why?
of those guys.
Well, I guess I guess he's got Hampton on the IL.
The only way that I would do that is if you were going to flip Judkins for a better wide receiver. If you can do that in this league and they are active, then fine. Outside of that, I'm not doing this trade.
All right, fair enough. Let's go to Posey. Posey here. I have Henry, Swift, Pollard, and Chuba Hubbard. Should I drop any? Very disappointed with my running backs. Well, look, you can't drop Derrick Henry, so the thing you do about that.
You can't drop.
Yeah, dropping Pollard. Swift.
You're not dropping any of those guys.
The problem right now is that until Cooper Rush isn't under center, it's going to be rough here for Derrick Henry. So it's just the way it is. Pollard and no, you're just kind of in a bad spot. Again, I don't know the rest of your roster here, Posey, but I would say this is the kind of thing where you should have been very active last week on the Michael Carters, very active last week on some of those other those other players that would have helped you. I think that's part of the problem here. Let's go to M with the shots. Superflex, need a tight end. Hawkinson on a bye. So let's take a look at this. So it is for waiver wires. Barner, Mason Taylor. I mean, it's Taylor. Or I could drop Spears, Stevenson for one of the tight ends.
Spears.
So you can drop one of these guys. You have Goff,
drop
Mahomes,
Spears.
McCarthy.
Drop Spears for Mason Taylor, and then you just play matchups. And Mason Taylor, spend aggressively. Please go like 12 to 15% at least.
Yeah, Mason Taylor is the guy there. I have $50 FAAB in a 20-team league.
What's up, Dom?
Definitely start Carter. How much for him? $50 left. You want to go 35-ish?
30 to 35 is going to be an open bid. Like you want a chance at him.
All right, so let's cut it off officially. It is 3:30 right now. As of right now, 3:30. We are no longer taking super chats guaranteed. You can still drop them in, but again, we're not guaranteeing. So I would not drop them in here until further notice. So we'll try to get to all the questions we can. Let's keep going here with the super chats here. Let's go with Blue. Team roster here. Prescott, Fields, Javonte. Okay, we got a lot to work with. Amon-Ra, Odunze, and Egbuka. Wow, this is a good roster here. Should I drop Henry for Croskey or Mason Taylor? I assume we're talking about Hunter Henry. Yeah, well, here's the thing. You got Bowers, too. So I don't know if Bowers plays this week. So do you want to drop Hunter Henry for Mason Taylor?
I would drop Hunter Henry for Mason Taylor. I feel better about Mason Taylor's volume.
Okay, so the other question here is you've also got Croskey-Merritt out here, too.
Well, you're dropping Hampton for him, right?
I think so.
An IR spot. Like you're dropping Hampton. He might be out the rest of the season. Yep.
It's possible. It's possible. It is. It certainly is. Also, anything's possible when you download the Hard Rock Bet Sports app.
Download?
I download it. Download, Shaggy. Everybody loves the Hard Rock Bet app. Of course they do. It's great. And today's show is brought to you by our new Hard Rock Bet sponsor. We know Tuesdays are for scouting the waiver wire, and once you're done finding the diamond in the rough, head over to Hard Rock Bet and see what their odds are to score a touchdown. See what their yardage total is. Over, under, how do you want to go? On the Hard Rock Sports Bet app, you don't have to wait for week 6 to kick off to get in the action. There's always something to bet on, and if you haven't tried yet, put your first bet on there. $5 gets you $150 in bonus bets when you win, and you get the winnings if that first bet hits. So it's really easy to do. There's new promos every single day. If you're listening to this later, just open up the app and check out what they've got going on this week. Download the Hard Rock Bet Sports app today. The sportsbook's waiting for you at Hard Rock Bet, so get in on it and get on the action at Hard Rock Bet. Next up here on our questions, we have HF is back. Hey, gents. It's your favorite author. That's right.
I love it. I read every paperback, I swear. No audiobooks here. Just flipping through it.
Paper cuts. I heard he's doing a book tour right now. He's going around.
Yeah. I want a signed copy, HF. Yeah.
He even found the last open Borders bookstore to go sign at. I miss those
True
places.
Story. It's in Montana.
I miss Borders and Tower Records. I miss all those places. I'm just sad about that.
I'm
just a 90s kid at heart.
Old Sam Goody.
Oh, yeah. Just go and look at CDs. Remember Suncoast Video? Remember that?
Oh, dude.
Like get movie posters and buy movies. That was my favorite. That was my joint. Oh, so good. Man. Friday nights just hit different back then.
It's different, man. It's different.
It is. It's not better. It's just different. All right. $16 a FAAB.
In the private chat, by the way. HF coming to a local Barnes & Noble near you.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta get in. Let him sign the book for
I know
you.
We got to answer questions. Sorry.
All right. Is JCM for real? That's the last question. The answer is he's real. Yes. Is Dowdle going back to a split? I don't know. Debro makes a good question for him not. Now, Mason Taylor for $0 and hold on to JCM. So he picked up Woody for 16. Dowdle, Mason for nothing and held on to JCM. So you're in good shape here. So basically just hold all the pieces, HF. You're good.
Hold them all.
You're good. Yeah. Enjoy the book tour. Be safe. Samir, how is Judy rest of season? Not great.
Robust library.
Not good. Yeah, got AJ, BTJ, and Worthy. You're 5-0. How are you 5-0 with this?
He drew the great schedule. He's just coasting through, baby.
Samir, you're the golden child right now, Samir.
Yeah, you got to make some moves though.
Yeah, don't.
I would
this is one of those 5-0 teams
that
I would circle and be like Paper Tiger 5-0. Now look, BTJ and AJ Brown coming back, being good. That's great. But Judy, bye-bye.
Trade worthy. Rashee Rice is coming, man. He's right on the horizon. And Worthy's not fully healthy.
I see him on the ridge there, sir. I see him.
It looks beautiful.
Wallaby Beatles. That's interesting. Roll with Fields versus Denver or Darnold, T-Law or Mac Jones. Oh, now we're calling him Mac 10. How does everyone have to have a gun reference to the AK-47? This guy, like, whatever.
Mac 10.
Mac 10. I don't know, man. It's hard not to stop Mac Jones. Not Mac Jones. It's hard not to...
Darnold. I think Darnold. I would go with Darnold this week.
I agree. Darnold's been very solid every week, too.
Here's the thing. If we knew Mac Jones was starting, I would go Mac Jones, but we don't know that as of right now. So Darnold.
I love the Mac 10. Yeah. I still say it's quarterback controversy. Welsh says I'm an idiot. He literally called me dumb on Out of Bounds yesterday. I was like, I don't know, bro. One of those guys was a first-round pick. One of them was a seventh-round pick. I know you're paying one, but...
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're paying one. Mac Jones is not going to sit here and have a quarterback controversy with the paid guy.
System QB.
You're not wrong, Jones, but still.
Brock Purdy, system QB.
You're not wrong, but still they paid that man.
I know. That's a big mistake. Mac Jones.
I'm not saying it's not. Would you... Actually, right now, straight up, would you take Mac Jones and his one-year deal, or would you take Brock Purdy straight up? Like, how many franchises would do that? Like,
how many franchises would be dying to get their hands on Brock Purdy thinking that he's good?
Fair. Do you think Jacksonville would much rather play Mac Jones right now than that paid Trevor Lawrence?
No, I do think this though. I think that if you've seen the trend in the NFL, Baker, Sam Darnold, right? These guys, the second time or third time around, even Geno, a couple years, in Seattle was pretty good before the wheels are falling off. Now he's getting older. Like you're seeing, like it's not necessarily the first team in the NFL where they have their success is the second or third one. So
because they go to horrible teams, and
I know,
I know. Coaching turnovers, OCs, like 3 OCs in their.
What I'm saying right now is the Carolina Panthers right now. If you wanted to say, hey, you're not going to be bad enough to draft a franchise quarterback, but we like Mac Jones more. Here's Brock Purdy in a deal. You don't think they would do that deal? I think they would in a second.
Yeah,
in a second.
Yeah.
All right. The bigger mistake was paying Brandon Ayuk. That was the mistake.
That's
And
fair.
I said it at
He
the
probably
time,
gets
and I will
traded this
stand by it.
offseason, though. I think that's what happened.
Has he played a game since he signed that contract?
No, but he will get traded once he comes back. I think he's gone. I do think he's gone.
Nick Milan, better RB stash. Woody Marks, Isaiah Davis, Brashard Smith, or Spears. Upside is still Smith for me, but I'm living in reality. It's probably still Marks.
It's probably still Marks and Davis.
To be honest, I want all three of the first guys.
Yeah, 3 of the first 4. I have no interest in Tajay Spears at all. Cut him where you got him. No interest.
Spears.
None.
Jordan is up next. Here we go. Need wide receiver for Nico this week. Trade Charbonnet and Carter for Sutton or Diggs.
You could trade Charbonnet and Carter and get Diggs. I mean, or Sutton. Sutton is my preferred guy, but if you get
actually, you know what? He's not my preferred. I like Diggs. I like where Drake May's going.
I think your homerism is kicking in.
No, I think Drake May. No, I think Drake May is the real deal. I know we talked about in the offseason. I think Sunday was the coming out party. He's played very well.
Either one of them for that return for that price.
Think about this. He didn't have any touchdowns in that game. If Drake May had 2 touchdowns and Rhamondre Stevenson didn't, I think we'd be talking even a lot more about, oh my God. Like Drake May played great, but he didn't have any touchdowns in that game.
Oh, you ain't got to convince me. I had Diggs.
I feel like I do.
Wide receiver, top 24 wide receiver.
I've got to convince you.
Not
I
really.
feel like I do.
Not
no
really.
questions, just hello Brodo and Bill Bro back.
Dude, I was wondering.
Wait, which one are you? Are you Brodo or are you Bill Bro?
I'm just gonna have to clarify.
Well, one of us is Frodo, one of us is Bilbo. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah, I think you should be Bilbo. You're older than me. But I have more gray in my beard, I think, honestly. So maybe I'm Bilbo.
Because you have one more child and I only have 2. You have 3.
It's true. It's true.
Our producer Seth just had one, so now like this time next year, he'll have like a whole streak of gray right about here.
So what's Seth and Samwise?
Does
that make...
Mr. Frodo.
Oh, Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Joe, I don't mean to leave you on this stream. I don't mean to. I won't leave you.
Oh, Samwise was such a weird character, man.
Oh, it's so good.
Potatoes. Amazing.
So good.
Potatoes.
How do I do in this trade? This is from Lazaro. I need a wide receiver and desperate at 1 and 4. I traded Walker and Godwin for Worthy and Pickens.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You just were talking about how much you hate Worthy.
Yeah, I know, but you turn around and trade him. Getting Pickens back is fantastic.
Okay. I can't wait. I hope Lamb starts practicing this week. That's what
well, I mean, you got the direct line to Jerry. You should be able to tell me.
They didn't put him on the IR. They said,
I know,
put him on that IR.
That's a Jerry move, man.
Come here. I'm going to get you some icy hot. I'm going to rub that son of a bitch myself.
But you know why Jerry does that, right? So then he can keep it in the media.
Because it feels good.
We get weekly
updates. Icy, and then it gets hot. And then it cools down. It does both in one time.
You put the ice cubes in the microwave, and then it's hot ice.
That's efficient.
If anybody gets that reference, I love you. Chat, if anybody got that reference.
What was it?
Say it again. You put the ice cubes in the microwave, and then it's hot ice. It's the best of both worlds.
Why do I feel like I know this and I can't?
You should know this. If anybody in the chat gets this.
Okay. Fun fact from our producer, Seth. Brandon Ayuk signed his contract extension 9/26/24. That was on my birthday. Since then, he has played 4 games and has caught 0 touchdowns, has 1 game with over 50 yards receiving, and that was 147 against Arizona. That is a fun fact. Well done,
That
Seth.
is a fun fact.
See, Debro says you don't bring anything to the show. I disagree. I think you bring a lot to the show.
Roderick got it in the chat. Way to go, Roderick.
What was it?
Yes. Now, Rookie of the Year, baby.
Rookie of the Year. That's what it was. Oh, Rookie of the Year.
Bill Brigma, baby. One of the best characters ever.
Yeah. God. Gary Busey.
Help.
In that movie.
Help now.
So disturbing. Fat trainer. Hi, guys. I have Haskins, Vidal, Brashard Smith. Who to drop for Wan'Dale Robinson?
I'm not dropping any of those for Wan'Dale.
I would drop Vidal.
I would keep both of them and figure it out how it goes. No,
I'm probably more where Debro is, but if you have to, that's the have to. Shody. Rest of season PPR looking to stash potential league winners. Who do we like better, Tootin or Monangai?
Tootin.
Then Bond, Horton, or Burden?
I'm gonna placate the crowd here. I'm gonna go Horton. I think it's Horton though.
Yeah.
I believe in the talent. I was not a Burden guy. I was not a Burden guy in prospect season, and that's going pretty well right now.
Yeah, I understand. Look,
when Alamede's the keys can keep you off the field, that's also telling.
Shorty, I'm going to say this. I think you want to see what Monangai does this week before making any decisions, because this will be very telling.
Coming out of the bye, man. Thoughts about it coming out of the bye,
because it could very well be Monangai. I think it's Monangai. I
don't
understand why you
disagree
think
with
it's Tootin. I think it's
Bad.
Monangai. Cody, full PPR, looking at trade suggestions. Sitting at 6th in a 10-team league. Okay, that's not great. We don't love that. Kittle's on the IR, so who's your other tight end you've been playing here? That's the question I have.
I'm guessing that's
Is Henry? Is it Hunter Henry or Derrick Henry? Or Travis Henry? Could be any Henry. Oh, no, Tyler Warren. Okay, look. So here's what you do. Kittle, gone. You have Tyler Warren. You're never going to play Kittle over Warren rest of season, period. You can't take Warren out of there. He's the first guy. Take him and anything else that gets you to move up somewhere else. Judkins is great. Egbuka is great. Tet's been slow a little bit. Gibbs is terrific. Romeo Dobbs not the answer. You need another wide receiver.
Kittle and Ladd coming off a big game.
Kittle and Ladd, goodbye. Yeah. Move up at wide receiver. See if you can get Jamar Chase for that. You can float that sumbitch out there. See what happens. Michael Marwitz, Herbert or Baker? I think Baker this week against San Fran. That should be an over.
I'm going Herbert. They get the Dolphins, man. Dolphins can't do anything right.
Yeah, but that offensive line is gone.
I know.
Purdy or Jones?
We don't know who's starting.
Whoever's starting. That's the answer.
Whoever starts. There you go.
And then New England, the Colts, or Green Bay for DFS. I haven't looked at the prices yet this week on DFS stuff. Whoever's cheaper.
Green Bay's probably going to be pricey. I always punt defense. I think
New England is interesting.
Always punt defense. Actually, I did look at pricing on DK already. Cleveland going against the Steelers. They're almost min price. Yep.
Interesting. With Jones, Coker coming off IR, drop Woody Marks, A.O. Manor, Tootin, Higgins, or dump Jones and Coker. Why am I blanking on which Jones we're talking about coming off
Aaron
IR?
Jones?
Oh, Aaron Jones.
Is Aaron Jones coming out? He's not coming off IR yet. Yeah, he's not coming off.
HF, he ain't coming off
Coker right is, now. Though. So drop A.O. Manor if you need to make a spot for Coker.
A.O. Manor for Coker is fine. Yeah. But honestly, I might just hang on to A.O. Manor. Alejandro, should I drop Tootin or Brashard Smith for Haskins?
Honestly, if you need somebody you can play, and this is like you need a flex play, and you need drop both of them for Haskins and Vidal.
Oh, and just keep both of them,
and figure out how the backfield goes, and then you drop somebody else because people are not going to rush to pick up either one of those guys. They're handcuffs.
Alejandro, I'm dropping Tootin. I'm not dropping Smith because I still think that there's a path. I
believe in him, but I'm just saying.
I would drop Tootin for Haskins. I think that's the single move I'd make. And then which tight end is better, Mason Taylor or Johnson?
Mason Taylor's role is elite, people. A 26% target share. He's at a 33% first read share of the last 2 weeks. His role is elite. He's a tight end one rest of the season.
K. Shudrilla. I have Herbert, but he's been too inconsistent lately. Well, it's not lately. His offensive line and running game fell apart. His offensive line,
everything's falling apart around him.
Not his fault. He played amazing the first couple games. Should I roll with Drake? And every quarterback's the same, no matter how good they are. Should I roll with Drake May or Dak Prescott going forward?
Both. But if you got to pick one,
Dak.
I feel better about Dak, dude.
Dak's going to throw for 5,000 yards this year.
Dak is playing at such a ridiculously high level. It's crazy. He's playing the best football of his career.
Will S. Squad is following Knicks, Javonte, KW3. And then on the waiver wire, we've got Horton, Bourne, Gainwell, Austin. Gainwell shouldn't be out there. And Mason Taylor shouldn't be out there. Now, do you want Ferguson or Mason Taylor? I think I want Ferguson still.
I still want Ferguson, but I want to pick up Mason Taylor.
All right, but you got to drop somebody. That's the problem here.
Well, it says need to pick up 2 on waivers. So you got
that's easy. Mason Taylor and Gainwell 1, Taylor 2.
Yeah, or if you need a flex play this week, Bourne is in the conversation.
And then both Charger RBs are out there too. So again, I think it's a little early. Let's see if we get a little bit of news there too, because that's what I feel like a bad thing is like. It'll feel like it's Haskins, right? And then all of a sudden, like Friday, we'll get a note.
Get news that Vidal is starting.
or they sign somebody else. Or the Houston Texans have all of a sudden dealt Joe Mixon, who's a problem child they don't want to deal with right now. Yeah. And all of a sudden, Joe Mixon's healthier than we thought. And all of a sudden, Joe Mixon's like, I'm just saying something weird like that. And it wouldn't shock me.
Wouldn't it be the most Chargers thing in the world to make a trade for Nick Chubb? Veteran,
I don't hate that either.
Down grinder. I'm just saying, I doubt
it's got to be somebody else. Look, the Breece Hall thing makes a lot of sense. And if I'm the Chargers, I do it because you're a playoff team.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. And then you could let him walk after the year, and you still got your young stuff back.
All right, Eli. Remember, everybody, super chats were cut off at 3:30. So No guarantees on the supers, just letting you know for those of you joining. 'Cause I see some people dropping them in there. No guarantees we're going to get to them. They were still in the 320 group here. Eli, half PPR drop A.O. Manor or Slayton for Ridley or Bourne. I would say A.O. Manor for Bourne as a streamer this week.
Yeah, if you need a streamer this week.
I don't mind Slayton for Ridley. I mean, look, still long term, Calvin Ridley is better. I mean, maybe Cam Ward has better football in him. I don't know.
We'll see, man. I think Brian Callahan's gone.
I don't disagree, but I think Mike McDaniel goes first. Danish, drop Godwin for someone on waivers or keep. No, you're holding Godwin. Can't imagine.
You hold Godwin. It just depends on who you're dropping.
He just came back.
I know.
Let's be patient. He came off a major surgery. You had to know he wasn't a good investment.
Yeah.
The difference between him and Diggs was by the time we got to August 1st, it was very clear which guy was healthy and which guy wasn't. Just visually. Like you just could see it on workouts and things. Well, Diggs is healthy.
Well, Diggs had the pink stuff too, so you know.
Well, the pink stuff, whatever.
Stuff, whatever's there.
Got to try the yellow stuff. That's the real stuff.
On a boat.
Remember when the Giants went on that boat? They haven't been good. They didn't want to playoff game.
Their winning ways didn't come back.
It's the last time they won a playoff game. When they were on that boat. What was that? 2015? 10 years ago?
Lord, is it
right?
Really
Odell Beckham. It had to be like 2015, right?
Yeah, it had to be a long time ago. Yeah.
Seth, find that out. Let me know. When were the Giants on the boat?
Seth, find out when they were on a boat.
Find that out. And get me a Diet Coke.
And how many were wearing life jackets, Seth?
None of them were wearing life jackets. Superflex need a QB. Waiver wire is T-Law, Rattler, Ward, or Gabriel. Yuck. I'll take my chances with Trevor Lawrence there.
Yeah, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Why in Superflex are those guys even out there?
It's got to be got to be a tiny league. It's got to be like an 8-person league.
JP 14. Ooh, look at this. 0-4. Fields and Mason for Diggs or Mason for McLaurin.
You got Daniels. You're never playing Fields over Daniels, probably, like with him healthy.
Yeah, I agree. Fields and Mason for Diggs and just go do it.
Yeah, see if you can
I don't like getting a hurt McLaurin. I just don't like it.
I don't either. See if you can get something else thrown in with Diggs. Like I'm not saying that's not too pricey, but in a 14
like a Rashard Smith,
obviously,
or a Manon guy, something that has some sort of potential, something with potential value, not something useful right now, something that could be useful 6 weeks from now. David, need an RB. Tet for Genty Judkins. Is that a good deal?
For Genty, Genty or Judkins, whoever you want to get.
Either one.
Fine. Done.
Genty over though.
I love Tet, but good Lord, Bryce Young is so bad.
Yeah. All right. January 1st, 2017. So I was off by a couple years. Last time the boat, they clinched a playoff spot, 2017. It's been a long time. Long time. HF offering JCM, Higgins, Stafford, Dowdle, Pearsall for Bijan. Leaves me with CMC, Puka, Daniels, Tyler Warren, Sutton, A.R. Manor,
Good Lord, that's a lot for Bijan. I mean, I get it, but
wow. But
is that T or Jaden? I'm guessing T.
I'm guessing T, but so that leaves you with a roster of Bijan, CMC, Puka, Jaden Daniels, Tyler Warren. I mean, it's a little going to be thin on the back end there. I think you got to leave leave T Higgins out of it or Pearsall out of it.
Leave Pearsall out of it. Do it. If you can leave Pearsall out of it, do it.
Yeah. Or whoever, give them a choice. People love to make choices.
Yeah, they love
this or this, and charge them extra for guac. Chad Edmonds, love the show. Would you trade Pearsall? Thanks, Chad. Appreciate that. Would you trade Pearsall and Scattaboo for JCM and Ladd?
No, I want the Pearsall side.
Okay. Did you see all those guys on the Saints last week too talking trash about Scattaboo?
No, dude. Did you see the clip of Demario Davis? And he was like, "That guy's crazy. I love him, man." He was like, "I had to talk to him." Dude, Scattaboo is the clips are so good. They're so good.
Coke butter cheese never misses a show.
Coke butter cheese.
DK and AJ Brown for Hall and Devonta Smith. I lost Bucky and Hampton.
DK and AJB for Hall.
I don't love doing DK.
I'm fine with that.
And AJB. I mean, I feel like the best. I feel like going for. I can't. You just do one
okay.
of them?
So let's say Brees goes to the Chargers.
It doesn't matter. Like he's still getting the carries everywhere. Don't take out the other part of this. Like just DK for Hall. Or DK and a throw-in wide receiver for Hall. Something like that. Whatever the other thing is.
That.
I would want to deal both AJ Brown and DK. In fact, I'm more apt to deal AJ Brown because DK's already had his bye. So rest of season, that's not going to hurt you. Julie G, drop Benson for Rashard White. I'm good with that.
I don't know.
Do I drop White for Woody or Carter?
For Woody or Carter?
No.
I wouldn't drop him for Woody. I would drop him for Carter if you need it. But Rachaad White's going to be able to RB1 until Bucky comes back, so probably another week at least. So
drop Juwan for Waller or pick up Waller and drop Jacoby. Drop Juwan for Waller.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
Drop. Yeah.
Look,
Waller the baller, baby. He's playing well.
You can argue that Tua's never had a red zone threat receiver like Darren Waller before.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like Tyreek and Jalen Waddle aren't that guy.
That's not their business. No.
Agreed.
This is a good thing for them. Their coach is a child.
It's a good thing for Darren Waller too. He'll get another contract.
Michael Carter or Haskins? Carter.
Not even close.
Mason Taylor or Theo? Mason Taylor. Ollie Gordon or Rashard Smith? There you go. 3 for 3.
Look at that hand holding 3 for 3.
That's how you do it. Marius, greetings from Germany. Hello, Marius.
Hey, Marius.
Drop Iomanner, Kirk for Haskins and Vidal. Yeah, just get both of them and see what happens. Because Kirk's on a bye anyway, so no one's going to be running to pick his
And then you go trade both of them to the Hampton team.
Yes. There you go. Be a real jerk for someone better. DJ High Pay Bros. I'm looking for the best flex option out of Hollywood Brown, Trayvon Henderson, Tyquan Thornton, Rashid Shaheed, or Kendrick Bourne. If Bourne is playing and you still don't have anybody else, I think it's Bourne. But if all of a sudden Pearsall's back and this guy's back and all this stuff is back, you're going to laugh, but I think it's Tyquan Thornton. I feel like that's the guy Mahomes is looking for in these big spots. It's crazy, but
he's getting more splash plays downfield. I just don't know about his route share. I haven't gotten to that game yet. So, like, for me... news alert. Brenton Strange goes to the IR per Adam Schefter. So, prophetic on that one. We talked about that top of the show. Much about the hip, man.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was important.
No, you're good. You're good. So, if Pearsall or Jennings, if one of them is still out, it's still Bourne for me. Like, the Buccaneers secondary is banged up. I think the 49ers are going to have success throwing the ball this week. So,
all right. Yeah. And Hollywood Brown, turn around and look for the football, buddy.
Oh,
I have that problem with my 12 new girls team. They don't turn around and look for the football quick. Guys, there's a blitz. It's going to get there in 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to turn and look for the football.
Communication
in your brain. You need to be. Come on, bro.
That's reps.
It's reps. It's a football 101. Teaching kids this. He's a professional. He should know to turn around and look for the football after 3 seconds, especially in that spot with that time. You know there's only a limited amount of time. You got to look for the football fast. I always hated Hollywood Brown. I still do. Wallop, full PPR, 2 running back, 2 flex. Here we go. The question is, so I can find it here, dropping Browns defense. I have the Packers for one of these. Kupp, Shakir, Coleman. Is that Devonta Smith is out there? It's Devonta Smith if you're dropping for one of those. And then trade Jamar 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 with Nico, Garrett Wilson, or Tet. No, not now.
No, you're not. No,
not now. Not now. This is why I liked buying him last week. You
can get 2
of them.
I
liked buying him last week. I was all in on buying Jamar Chase everywhere if I could, because you knew they were going to fix up at quarterback. Browning wouldn't be the guy there. I thought it was going to be Russell Wilson, to be honest with you. Or Winston. I thought it was going to be one of the Giants guys. But
that's a good call. I'm wondering if they did kick the tires on Russell Wilson.
Or Winston. Winston would have been fun. Oh, Winston.
Oh, dude, Winston. Okay, here's a hot take. Winston would have been a better ad than Joe Flacco for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, but maybe the Giants didn't want to do it for whatever reason.
That's possible. It's possible.
You know, I don't know why. I would take.
I don't know why. You take anything.
It's weird because it's in the division. That's why it's even so weird.
Yeah,
but.
Which, I mean, but the Browns are like, whatever. We're not winning this year. If we can get a pick.
We're not winning. You're not winning.
And then Joe Flacco's done right by them, so giving him a starting opportunity, I get it. That's the kind of stuff where you go from a franchise that can't sign anybody because nobody wants to go to freaking Cleveland to maybe.
All right. With this question, we've officially answered all the guaranteed supers from 3:30. How do we feel about Travis Hunter rest of season? Not great, but he did have some nice plays. I have Slayton to drop. I'd rather have Hunter than Slayton.
I'd rather Slayton.
See, I think he can grow over time. Should I pick up Hunter, Bond, or Christian Watson? No, I would pick up Hunter or Bond over Slayton, though.
I'm taking Slayton and Bond over Hunter.
All right. Let's go to Iyer here. I have Goff, Jacobs, Carter, Irving. And the question somewhere is, would Irving, Henderson, and Myers for Derrick Henry and Rome trade be worth it?
Irving, Henderson, and Myers for Derrick Henry. And
I like getting Henry and Rome. It's a little bit of a risk, but I think I do it. That. 1 and 4, you have nothing to lose. But
I'm good with that. Rome is the big get in that trade.
Here's one from Awesome Dev. Trade QJ and either Jordan Mason, White, or Dowdle for Rice.
I would do QJ and either White or Dowdle, and you can get that done. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, like right now is the time to trade away Xavier Worthy and trade for Rashee Rice.
Mm-hmm. J-Mo Pearsall Scattaboo for Brian Thomas and Waddle. It's a bit of a risk, but I like it. I like it. J-Mo's done nothing. He is.
That's not my part about it. I want the Pearsall Scattaboo side.
That's fair. It's a fair trade though. Here's what I got: an offer: Nico and Laporta for Bucky. Pretty good. Who's it leave you with? It leaves you with.
I'm looking at the
Jordan Mason, Rashard Smith. He's got James Cook, Bucky Irving, who's hurt right now. So Bucky goes away, then you're replacing him in the main lineup with Michael Carter, Jordan Mason. You can get by with this. Ertz was the tight end, so it's an upgrade at tight end too. I don't mind this.
I'm fine with this. Yeah, I'm good with this.
I don't know when Bucky's really coming back. Because he got other stuff going on with him too, his shoulder or something like that.
Well, and he's got a chronic toe issue too. So I mean, there's a lot of
4-1 is Tyreek here. Nice job.
Nice.
Well done, Tyreek. 4-1. Rate how I can improve. Okay, so here we go. Jaden Daniels is good. Caleb Williams and Dart, so super flex here, obviously. Bucky, Charbonnet, Brashard Smith, Michael Carter. You're weak at running back. There's no doubt about it. Your quarterbacks are carrying you, but you're weak at RB. I don't know how you're getting by at RB with this grouping. So how are you 4-1 with this team? I do not know, but you have been very fortunate. You have Jonathan Taylor, but after that, now that Bucky's hurt, it's real suspect. Michael Carter's helpful.
Can you go trade Carter and T to like a team that just lost like one of the running backs, like to the Hampton team, and like get a wide receiver? I mean, you're flipping assets here and stuff like that, but get a better wide receiver and then trade the wide receiver for a running back. So like I'm like 2 steps ahead here, but that's
to be honest, I wouldn't even shop around Bucky Irving. People might just want Bucky Irving.
Go see whoever has Rachaad White.
Yeah. Mark Ant, full PPR, 2-3 record. Should I trade Rashee Rice for Dobbins or Scattaboo? Not for Dobbins, for sure. No way. Your receivers are Pearsall, Debo, and it's only starting to. I don't think this is the kind of.
I wouldn't do that. Like you go trade for Rashee Rice. I'm not trading him away right now.
Yeah, I agree. Dasha is here with us. Give Kyron for Brees and Keon Coleman. I'm good with that.
Give Kyron for Brees and Keon. I'm fine with
Down
that.
Bad with CD.
Keon's a nothing burger if you can get something else besides Keon. I mean, Keon still can't even make it to practice and stuff on time.
He can't, but he was getting some big looks and big spots in that game the other night. Look, that's just the nature of this beast.
Addison.
And you know what? The last Sunday, the Bills got exposed for what their weakness is, which is they don't have a go-to guy and go-to spots.
But they don't want one, Joe. They don't want a go-to guy. They want to play,
Well, guess what? Better when you have better defenses and better secondaries, they're going to shut you down.
I don't disagree with you.
When Christian Gonzalez is on the field and you can put him wherever you want and whatever the situation is, like playing your SOL, man.
Playing the committee approach and whoever's open and all that kind of stuff works really well until all of your lesser talents can't get open, and then Josh Allen's screwed. So, All
right, we have a couple more here. Let's kind of hammer these out. Harmon, brothers, I think I messed up. I traded Hall and Worthy for Henry and Rice. Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I'm actually. Is J-Mo droppable? It depends.
It depends on a shallow league, maybe.
Look, you need him to have a big week this week. Like he's one of these guys. Like every 5 weeks, he has a massive week. You have to trade him off that week.
Whatever happened to all these rumors? J-Mo was going to turn into like a 20 to 25% target share wide receiver. I never bought that. I have no J-Mo anywhere. But
hot take
out there.
Hot take. By the time we look up at year's end, Tesla is on the field more than he is. He's way more useful for the way that offense operates right now. That's just my take on it.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with you.
Penix, London, Diggs. How did I do in the 4-1? Traded Marks and Godwin for Ladd and Lamar. For Penix and London. I'm confused by this. Traded Marks, Godwin for Ladd.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Oh, and then Lamar for Penix.
Yeah. I see what Josh was doing here.
I like both of these.
Godwin and then Lamar.
I like the Lamar trade more for sure. Penix and London for Lamar's good.
I like both. Good moves, Joshua.
All right, Tommy. Let's go. Tommy's question.
Although
You have
I'm
two and
having a
three.
hard time reading, apparently. I don't know.
What are your thoughts? I have K9, Pollard, RBs, Pickens. I was offered Devontae Adams and Chase Brown for Hampton. Ugh, yes, just take it right now.
Yeah, sure.
Take it
You
right now.
get
You don't know
players
when or
that you
if
can
Hampton comes
play.
back. Ao Manor, Stash Coker.
Yes.
Okay. And
yes.
what do we have? Michael here, 1 and 4. My wide receivers are Waddle, QJ, Devonta Smith, Higgins. RBs are Mason, Billy, and Bucky. Should I give Lamar, London, and RJ for Goff, CD, and Rice? Lamar, London, and RJ Harvey
Rachaad.
for Goff, CD. I say yes.
For Rachaad?
I'm getting
For
CD
Goff?
Lamb, who's better than London. Goff right now is healthier than Lamar because Lamar has a bye up in 2 weeks too. So he's not going to play this week or the week after. So he's kind of dead to you for 3 weeks. If you're 1 and 4, you have to make this trade. I mean, the problem is CD probably isn't going to play this week, but maybe he does. Maybe. But I don't know, man.
He's not going to play this week. That's the
I'd
only
say yes
problem
to
I have
this.
with this. I
don't think you can take more losses.
I don't know. I'm balking at this.
All right, last one. Full Judkins or Dowdle if Chuba is out. I still.
You're playing Judkins.
Yeah, like I know.
I mean,
know that was
Dowdle
fun
had the
last
freaking
week.
Dolphins. Like I get he ran for 200, but this is still the same guy that got a 1-year deal from Carolina and nothing else. So.
All right, don't forget, everybody, hit up our sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. Download the app, bet $5, get 150 in bonus bets when that first bet of $5 hits. Only at Hard Rock Bet. And if you need more help on the waiver wire, well, go to Waiver Central. Download the FantasyPros app. It's free. Sync your leagues for free. Get Waiver Central help. Get all the help with all the tools. Again, fantasypros.com/waiver central. If you got a lot of leagues, this is the way to do it. Even if you got one league, this is the best way to do it. Get specific advice for your leagues in your waiver wires. And of course, drop your comments, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and you could win this week's TrophySmack Wall Smack giveaway from TrophySmack. That'll do it for us, but the story of the game goes on. For Derek Brown, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Let's get on that boat. Good things never happen on boats with NFL players, I feel like. Remember the Vikings boat?
You're not wrong.
Giants boat? Stay away from boats, guys.
Yeah,
no boats.
Good things never happen on boats and after 2 a.m.
After 2 a.m.